Yes, ladies and gentlemen, we're right back with you. We're here with Black and Nia here talking about the Rotary Group Exchange Program, and we were so into it we didn't know the time was going by so fast. But we're still here, and we're still going to be encouraging some young persons out there to contact us or contact any Rotarian, as a matter of fact, and express your interest, learn more about the program, whatever. But I have to say, it is a wonderful program, and it's also a one-in-a-lifetime experience that I think would last with you, throughout your life. We're going to open up this segment of the program for persons to call or text to us as well about the program. So, if you so feel moved, or you feel that you have an interest in what we're talking about, just go right ahead and call us or text us, and we'll be able to answer all the questions that you will put before us. Anything else you want to add at this time?
I'd just like to say that, if you possess the qualities of being personable, you're a team player, you're cooperative, enthusiastic about your profession, then you're the ideal person that we're looking for. Yeah. And we encourage you to apply for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to travel, all expense paid, to Galveston, Texas next April for 1 month.
I want to put a little plug more for Rotary, Lloyd, and it's that in Rotary we have something called classifications, and each Rotarian is classified in their classification by the profession. So when the group exchange program persons go to the host country, then the Rotary Club in that country will look for someone with that same type of classification and match that person up with that, and more than likely, that person will be able to help with finding a professional outlet for that person.
Yes, they will.
So
that is generally how the program works. For example, whether you're an accountant, you work in an office as an administrator or a supervisor, or you're a graphic artist, whatever your skill is, you will be matched with someone of the same skill when you travel to Galveston, Texas.
Okay. Of course, as well, you can find more information at the Rotary website, right? The www.rotary.org, right? There's a lot of information. There's a lot of information on there, and also they have a website specifically for the upcoming theme. That's the GSE Team BVI.wix.com /GSETEAM BVI. GSE Team BVI is spelled out. So there's a number of ways to get information. There's also an email address, gsetbvi@gmail.com, and also you can send to the post office box. Box 2372, Rotown, Tortola, British Virgin Islands. So it's a number of ways you could get in touch with
or simply get in touch with a Rotarian.
Or simply get in touch with a Rotarian, and you can the Rotary Club, we have some dynamic people heading up right now. We have my president, which is Trevor Grant, and he's accessible. You can get in touch with him. We also have your president, who is what's his name? Sam. That's right, Sam Welch. If you get in touch with Sam Welch, I'm sure he would pass the information on as well. And we also have the Interact president and person like that who will.
And the president of the Sunrise Club.
And the president of Allison Archer in the Sunrise Club as well. Any one of those people can pass the information down to you or up to the GSE team people, and you'll be off on your way to Galveston, Texas.
Correct.
Galveston is a nice place. I've been there.
Well, if you're not familiar with Galveston, Texas, it's on the coast of Texas.
It's on the coast.
And it's almost similar to BVI in some ways. It's a small,
it has
fishing, exactly,
it
fishing
has
and boating community.
It's a nice, nice, awesome place.
As a cultural match, there is some differences, but it would be a unique experience for one to.
I'll just mention one thing, like might put people in the right perspective. That Texas is big. Okay, Texas is a big state.
Well, there's always a saying that things are big in Texas.
Things are big in Texas. That's true. So, but it could be a very good experience. So if you're out there and you're listening to us, we're here selling. We're here selling a Rotary program, and you can call us. The numbers are up there: 300-1949 if you're going to call, and 300-1950 if you're going to text. And you can get more information about the program, as Black said, from any Rotarian. Just walk up to a Rotarian and ask them, do you know about the group exchange? I'm interested in the group exchange program. I want to go to Texas, and I'm sure they'll get you the information so that you can fill out the application and be on the way to.
And I'd just like to say, all they would be required to do when completing the application is just to simply write an essay as to why they should be selected as a team member to represent BVI.
Good. Good. And I better put a plug out there for the college students out there as well, because it's open to everybody, and sometimes college people might be interested in traveling, and that could be an avenue to expand the profession.
Well, as long as they're over 25.
As long as they're over 25, that's right. Between the ages of 25 and 40. Yeah. Ideally, I think more people are working, and well, Mia, you might expand on that, but people who are working probably would benefit more from the program.
Yeah, because you get to learn about your profession, and who knows, you could probably give ideas to the person that you're matched up with about your profession, and they could understand it from your point of view, and it might make their job a little bit easier. Who knows, you might help somebody.
Okay.
And I should just point out also, Courtney, that the 4 weeks that you're going to be away for is 4 weeks uninterrupted.
Yes.
You're not allowed to leave the program for any reason, and then, to come back and join later on. You're expected to, be away for 4 weeks, continuously.
Yes. Yeah. All right. Well, while we're waiting for persons to call, I'm going to continue talking a bit about Rotary, and this year the theme for Rotary is Peace Through Service, and we have a number of peace programs in the various clubs that we're going to be rolling out before the end of the year. As you know, the Rotary year for us starts in July and finishes in June. Mm-hmm. So we're almost to the turning point at this point. And some of the programs that the various clubs have, the Sunrise Club, the Rotary Club of Tortola, and the Rotary Club of Rotan have that relates to peace, will be rolling out sometime in the near future. My good president, Trevor Grant, he told me that he has a particular program that deals with peace through service that he will be rolling out. And as you were saying before, we have a dynamic, energetic, and enthusiastic guy. This guy, Vance Lewis, he's a district governor. This is the first time in the history of Rotary
in the Virgin Islands
that the Virgin Islands has the district governor for the entire district, from Bahamas all the way to
St. Martin
and Anguilla. So it's quite a large district, and we have a call. Yeah. Good evening. You have reached Speak Your Mind. Go right ahead, please.
Yeah, good evening.
Good evening.
This program that you are talking about there.
Yes.
So if somebody leave and go, they're going to get paid, or it's just a free program thing? That 4 weeks they're going to leave a job or something that to go with. So they're going to pay you to be there?
No, they're not going to pay you.
So what are you going to get?
You're going to get the experience.
Well, it's caller, it's hope that, as a young person, you would be able to take some vacation time to be allowed to take the trip. And, we've worked with employees before, and they've been very gracious in allowing, their staff to leave for the 1 month period. And it's an all-expense paid trip, and for the young person, it's an opportunity to experience, how their vocation is done in another country, and to experience another culture. But as far as being paid for the trip, no.
Okay. So, what is open to any profession at all, or just profession?
Any profession, any young person ages 25 to 40 is eligible to apply.
25 to 40.
Yeah.
Okay, that's where the age starts from.
Yes.
And also they have to submit your application form, or
we are hoping to have all applications in by October 31st.
Oh, that's not the month to finish.
Yeah,
Well, we've been promoting it through various media,
Yeah.
and tonight we're here on Speak Your Mind to continue to promote it.
This is the first day you hear about this thing.
Okay.
Okay, all right then.
Okay.
So, hold on a second. We already have to correct the form.
If you know of any person who's a Rotarian in the community, they would be gladly willing to assist you in getting a form.
Okay. So, anyway, that would be a good vacation. Our expenses paid. That's good. I look into that.
Okay, thank you.
Yes.
Okay, there we have someone interested.
And that was an interesting question there by the caller about pay.
Yeah.
And it's one of the challenges, I guess, we're having in trying to attract young people in particular, because it is a concern. How do they get 4 weeks off? Most young people now starting out in the workforce,
they probably get
for
2 weeks.
government, would get about 3 weeks or so forth, something like that. And, we've had to work with employees to allow them to sometimes get the extra week to be able to take part in a trip. And it has worked out.
I think something we have to remind viewers as well, Black, is that there's going to be a training exercise where persons who will be going will go through some training here before they leave.
Yeah, once the team is being selected, and they would go through at least 10 to 12 hours of what we would call knowledge building. Their knowledge of Rotary, and reinforce their knowledge of BVI culture, so that when they go to the host country, they can represent and present themselves well.
Properly. Yes. So, viewers out there, the numbers are up there, 300-1949 if you're calling, or 300-1950 if you're texting. And we're open, for questions, comments, opinion about the group exchange program, the Rotary group exchange program. So give us a call or text us. We're here to answer your questions. Go right ahead. So while we're waiting again, we might as well talk a little bit more about Rotary. We're almost there with the Polio Plus program. We have, I think it's 4 countries left in the world, and once those 4 countries are rid of polio, we would have a world free of polio, thanks to the work of Rotary over the years. It's been a long battle. A long battle, and we're constantly raising funds and going into various countries to ensure that polio is delivered to children. For those of you who may not know, polio is a crippling disease, and it usually attacks young children, and it cripple them for life. So it is curable in the developed world. So the idea of eradicating polio is something that Rotary International took on, and our clubs in the Virgin Islands have been a part of it as well.
Well, Richard, I mean, closer to home, something that you can probably mention for the benefit of our audience is that just a couple of weeks ago, the Rotary clubs in the BVI were involved in a dictionary project for
Yes.
all of our schools where dictionaries were given out. to
Literacy.
students. Yeah, as part of our
Yes.
Rotary's literacy campaign.
Yes, that's true. I mentioned some of the things that Rotary do, but as I've seen on our website the other day, we failed to mention some of the things that we do
Closer to home.
close to home, and that's not good. We need to always remind persons that we do all these things as well, since it's since it's community based, and since it's in a large way where we raise money from, which is the community, and where we put back into the community.
Correct. Yeah.
And while you're saying that, I might as well mention as well the fact that we have donated a dialysis machine to the hospital, the Rotary Club of Rotown, that is.
Yeah.
And that again is given to the community where we see a need in the community.
Correct. Yeah.
And Rotary has always been there.
I mean, having said that, we continue to encourage the community to support Rotary. When you see Rotarians out there working hard trying to raise funds for a particular cause, we continue to beg you and thank you for your support.
Definitely. And I like to remind our viewers out there that when we raise money in the community, that money goes right back into the community.
100%.
100%. Okay. Well, we're waiting, and the numbers are up there. Give us a call or text us and let us know if you're interested, or if you have any questions or any comments at all about the group exchange program. I think it's a wonderful program. Mia thinks it's a wonderful program. Lloyd thinks it's a wonderful program. So if you think that we are wrong or you think that we are correct, give us a shout. You want to add anything, Mia?
Well, I can say going on the trip for a month, it has boosted my self-confidence.
Okay.
And I can see myself more in the community speaking about certain things. And you just feel better about yourself gaining this experience, because once you get the experience, there's no way that nobody can take it away from you.
Okay, I like what you said there about the confidence, because I know that part of the program is you have to get up in front of the Rotary Club and make presentations,
Yes.
slide presentations,
develop your leadership skills, and
you have,
all of that.
exactly. So you have to develop these skills, public speaking,
Yes.
and presentation and all that stuff, and you get to dress with nice jacket and all of that.
So in essence, you have to be personable and articulate.
Exactly. So it's that type of development.
And we can help you with that.
It's that type of development as well.
Yeah.
And it's all positive.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And we can, if you're lacking in those areas, we can help you to develop those attributes.
Yes.
So we're here, and we're not to mention we're also live on jtvlive.net. So if you have an interest, contact us. We're here, and we'll give you the answer.
And Richard, if I may just make one important point, and one of the reasons why we're here this evening, appealing to the general public, because I guess people might ask the questions, well, there are Rotarians, and somebody's daughter is going to go or something like that.
Yeah.
But I need to state categorically that Rotarians, their spouses and children are not eligible for this program.
Okay.
It is for anyone other than Rotarians and their families.
Yeah, sometimes we take some things for granted for real. Right? That's true. So the lines are open, and we're here. So give us a call, 300-1949 for calls, 300-1950 for text. And we're here. I see we have a text. Good night. How does one qualify to become a Rotarian? Okay, to qualify to become a Rotarian, you have to be invited by a Rotarian, and usually, myself being a Rotarian, Lloyd being a Rotarian, I'll explain to you that once you're invited, you would go through a procedure where you would be introduced to the club, and the persons in the club would have an opportunity to make a comment about your introduction to the club, and once you pass that phase, and there's usually a induction, like an induction, what is that, activity, I should say. And then once,
not necessarily an induction activity.
Well,
I mean, there's a period where, you know, both the person who has an interest in being a Rotarian and the Rotary Club are allowed to interact, so that they can see if they definitely would like to be a part of this.
Right.
And, you know, membership depends on, you know, how you can be classified by your vocation or business that you're involved in.
Yes.
I think first we need to explain to individuals that, you know, Rotarians coming together was done by the profession you were a part of.
yes.
And, you know, membership was restricted to one profession per member.
Right.
And, you know, it has since evolved over the years to include not only business persons, but leaders in our community.
Of all walks of life.
Of all walks of life, male or female.
Male or female.
You know, so to be a member, you know, if you consider yourself first and foremost a leader in a community, you know, approach someone of your interest, and they can then invite you to, you know, see what it is like. And if you feel that this is something that you then be a part of, you are then nominated for membership, which would then be reviewed by the club itself.
And once that is finished, then you know, you get inducted, and once you get inducted, you get a tie and a pin, and
you're a member.
And you're a member. And once you become a member of a Rotary Club, you're a member of Rotary Club,
the Rotary family worldwide,
around the world. So you can go to any Rotary Club, in any country in the world,
and be accepted.
And be accepted, right? So it's a worldwide organization, and it's a great opportunity. We have another text. Let's see what you saying. Oh, you're welcome.
Thank you.
Yeah, so we've been thanked. So you take a little bow. Ladies and gentlemen, we've spent a good much of time here. I think we have expanded on the group exchange program. We put a lot of information out there. We gave out phone numbers, email address, websites. You know, we've done.
Well, I mean, before we close out this segment, I'd just like to make a final appeal to all, you know, young Virgin Islanders ages 25 to 40, you know, to apply for this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to travel to Galveston, Texas next spring for a 4-week period, all expense trip, you know, all expense paid trip, compliments of the Rotary District family. And on behalf of District Governor Vance Lewis, you know, we strongly encourage, you know, you to submit your interests, and we would then review it. We'll give you until August 31st to submit your applications or letters of interest.
Want to say any closing things?
I just want to encourage everyone, as past President Lloyd said, 25 to 40. It was a trip that I will never forget, and I encourage everyone who's in the age bracket to apply, because you never know, and it can make you a better person, and you get to learn about the Rotary family more in depth, and you get to see what Rotary is really all about.
Okay, great. Okay, I'd just like to add to what y'all said is that when the persons are chosen and they go to Texas, they're going to be staying with you know, host families, and that in itself is an experience. So, you know, you have to consider that you might be away from home for a while, but you will be properly taken care of.
Yes, you will.
And it's an awesome experience for a young person. It's a transformation, I think. That's what I like to think of it as, a transformation, because you're allowed to.
You're exposed to so much.
You're exposed to so much in a short space of time. For example, I remember when one group was here, and we had some entertainment for them in the evening, and they took over the entertainment. You know, they had a lot of fun. So I could imagine myself in another country and someone having a function like that for me. It must be an awesome experience.
Yes, it is.
and Rotarians usually welcome other Rotarians and group exchange students with open arms.
Correct.
And I'm sure that that is what will happen in Garrison, Texas. And for those of you who don't know about Texas, Galveston, it's a coastal
island off the coast of Texas.
Exactly, and it's similar to us. They have some of the same things we have, including hurricanes. but we have a call. Yeah. Good evening. You've Speak Your Mind. Go right ahead, please. Oh yeah, this is a live program, and you can call us at any time, or you can meet Lloyd or me or myself anytime and ask about the program as well. I think we had a pretty good exchange. Yeah. A number of persons that called, etc., and we can say that we did give out some good information. Good evening. You've Speak Your Mind. Go right ahead, please. Hello. Hello.
We lost.
I don't know. It seemed like the person isn't able to call.
Okay, I guess that's it.
Yeah, I guess that's it. So, well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break now for the sponsors that make the show possible, and we're going to be right back with you shortly.